Happy Thursday, everyone. I'm Fox 26 meteorologist Allison Gargaro here with your midday weather update. Now, you stepped outside this morning and you're like, hey, I don't need this jacket that I have on. It was actually pretty comfortable. You can see all the clouds in the sky that basically acted as a blanket. And when we use a blanket, it keeps us warm. Well, this actually keeps temperatures warm, and we're going to be seeing that nice mild wake up temps continue into your Friday as well as Saturday mornings. Now, these clouds are really not letting too much sun in. So yes, temperatures slowly but surely are rising to about 73, which is near where we're going to be peaking. Winds are out of the south-southeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let me tell you, temperatures are up significantly from just yesterday. Now, some spots still in the upper 60s, spring to the Woodlands into Magnolia, low 70s around 73 in Katy as well as Sugar Land, and we're in the low 70s in Galveston to Pasadena and even into Baytown. So these temps up anywhere from 5 to about 9 degrees from this time yesterday. Now, if you joined me on Wake Up this morning or even Houston's morning show, temps at that time were up 10 to 25 degrees from 24 hours ago. So that's where those clouds will really help to warm up the temps, and we're even seeing it a bit this afternoon as well. Now, we are going to be seeing temps in the steady low 70s until 7 p.m. So if you do have, I don't know, maybe outdoor dinner plans, shouldn't be too bad temperature wise, but there is the chance for some very light passing showers. Some spots it's likely going to be drizzle. So that's all thanks to just an increase in the clouds that we've been seeing, and all thanks to some moisture coming up from the south. Now, the good news is any light shower activity likely going to be clearing just after sunset, and we're going to have another round of very comfortable temperatures tomorrow morning, but the potential for some patchy fog. So to see the fog, we need calm winds and clear skies just in the area. As you can see, by 5:30 tomorrow morning, where we are seeing some of that clearing is going to be mainly centered along our coastal communities and then up toward Houston, but spots out to the west still going to be cloudy, so probably unlikely to see patchy fog there, but not ruling it out because it really just depends on where we could be seeing some of that clearing. And I'm going to be live on Wake Up as well as Houston's morning show for you tomorrow morning to let you know what you can expect as you head out the door for your Friday. And then just like today, the chance for a few light scattered showers. All in all, coverage is not high, and honestly, I haven't been seeing much of that rain even making its way to the ground today. It's kind of falling in the upper levels of the atmosphere, and then it moves through a pocket of dry air and it pretty much dries out. Now, not saying that that's going to be the case later. It's still only 11:30, but something that we're going to be keeping a close eye out for you. So all in all, rather low rain chances today and tomorrow. But come Saturday and into Sunday is when they're really going to be on the rise. Rain will be likely, and you can see some spots heavy at times starting mid-morning Saturday, continuing into the early afternoon hours, and could be even seeing some lingering showers into your Sunday morning, with the models right now flashing that we actually could be seeing a bit of that dry air moving in by Sunday night. Again, we're going to have a better idea as our high resolution models will actually go out to Sunday starting tomorrow. So more details on that to come. But here you go. Clouds dominant over Houston. But here's some of that rain that I had mentioned that is going to be very light, and it's not going to be around for long. So it's really centered on the west side of the viewing area, and slowly but surely will be making its way across the metro, I'd say within the next few hours. But this weather maker out to our west, yes, Southern California. Hey, how could you guess it? Well, you saw the historic flooding, the atmospheric river that we were talking about that just dumped a ton of rain. They saw mudslides. I mean, just devastating in some spots because they're not used to seeing that much rain, especially in a short amount of time. But this is what is going to be creating our rainy weekend ahead. So let's take you out just temperature wise over the next day or so. We're going to be seeing wake up temperatures once again in the widespread 60s. All in all, pretty comfortable. Winds out of the southeast, meaning it's going to be humid. Chance for a few isolated showers to be moving through, with forecast highs once again in the low mid 70s, and then another round of warm wake up temps. But here we go. This is going to be the start of the rain. starting along the coast and then making its way off into the north. And then you can see some activity out over I-35 toward Austin and Waco. That also is going to be ushering a bit closer to us. So let's do a wide view. Maybe a few isolated showers today, similar story as we head into your Friday. But here we go. Coming on Saturday, you can see that heavy rain continues to sweep on through, secondary around Sunday. And then by Sunday night, we're going to be seeing dry air that is completely dominant. But here we go, moving right on through. You can see maybe the chance for a few light showers tomorrow. Not everyone's going to see it, but still have to put the rain chance in. Then here we go. I mentioned along the coast, they're going to be seeing the showers first. We're talking early Sunday or Saturday morning rather, so likely when you're sleeping, and then it starts to make its way up toward the Houston metro by 8-9 o'clock. Well, unfortunately, that's the exact same time as the MLK parade. Well, it starts at 10, but close enough. So we're going to be watching where this line really sets up. But here you go with the heavy rain. It turns from light to moderate to heavy pretty quickly, continuing through the mid-morning hours from Katy to the Woodlands to Livingston, even in Houston, and maybe some lingering showers along the coast. And here you go. It just sits overhead for a few hours before eventually that's going to be clearing out. But here you go. That's going to be the line that moves in, bringing some showers for your Saturday mid-morning, maybe into the early afternoon, and then it should be clearing. But you're probably wondering, well, how much rain could we see? Well, this is that line that you saw in the forecast model, how it just kind of stuck overhead. Most of Houston, I'd say ½ an inch to an inch. But you can see some of these spots with the darker reds are up to about 2 isolated, very, very isolated. So the chance for street flooding, that's not going to be one of our main concerns, but it is a possibility. I'd say maybe some ponding on the roadways, but nothing like what we saw just a few weeks ago. But let's get you out to some of the fun events happening across Houston. Let's start with your Friday evening plans for Mardi Gras in Galveston. We have the fire truck parade. Ooh, the kiddos love that. Start is at 6:30. Chance for some light showers, but really it looks like that's going to be moving in a bit later. Temps are going to be comfortable in those 60s. Then we have some events opening as early as 11 on Saturday. Could be seeing some of those isolated showers. Now, if the model run that just came out is exactly going to hold true, which likely not going to happen because we know these model runs update and we get new runs several times throughout the day. It looks like a lot of the showers by early afternoon will be pushing inland toward Houston, but still not ruling out the chance to see some of those coastal showers. And this is something that we're going to be bringing you hour by hour and bring you updates on Fox Local, because that's really important that you guys know exactly what to expect as you're heading out. So showers, temperatures stay humid through Sunday. Then a front moves through. That's what's ushering in the dry air as we start next week, but that's going to help drop temperatures as well. It doesn't look like a lot on this map, but about 10-15 degrees from Friday to the start of the week. And then we head into the middle of the week, Wednesday. Important to note that it's Valentine's Day. You know, we're already into February. Geez, it just flies by, you know, but if you need some plans, dinner plans, you can make them outside. There's going to be no rain, which is good news. So that means it broadens your probably horizon of restaurants that you could take your sweetheart to. Throughout the day, it's going to be sunny, mild temps. We're talking upper 60s, but the good news is for those dinner reservations, it is going to be all in all pretty comfortable if you are planning on sitting out on the patio. So I give it a thumbs up, and you can start making those reservations now because we don't want the good ones to go away. Let's talk about afternoon highs across the state before I let you go. 70s from Austin to Dallas to Tyler, us here in Houston, and even into Corpus Christi, whereas we're in the 60s from Midland, Odessa up to Amarillo and even into El Paso. Overnight temps tonight are going to be much cooler the further west you go. We're talking 30s and 40s out in Midland, but then 50s and 60s, pretty comfortable. There's actually a front draping across here, so you can see on the back end of the front, slightly cooler temperatures, and then out ahead of it, much warmer and more humid. And we're going to stay pretty humid for the next several days until that dry air moves in. So temps go from 75 degrees tomorrow down to 60 degrees to start next week. Hope everybody has a great rest of your day. And as always, thanks for sticking with us here at Fox 26. We're going to bring you those latest updates, and we have much more news and weather coming up at noon. So head over to Fox 26 to get your local updates.
He really doesn't have a presidency. He can be